Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Smequle, and in today's video, we have put every single player in NBA 2K20 back to their rookie form, and we're going to find out which team is best in the NBA when all their players are back to being rookies. Sorry if my voice does sound a little weird. I am a little sick, but pretty much what we've done for this video is I've gone into 2K and I've gone through every single player in the league and switched them back to their rookie form inside of the game. So if any player was a superstar or is a superstar now, they're no longer. They're back to their rookie form, back to the age they were when they got in the league. Good example is Vince Carter. He is now 20 years old, yet again, a lot younger than he currently is. So how we actually got the rookie versions of all these players is NBA 2K20 has draft classes in the game, and we took the version of the player in that draft class. So for LeBron James, we went to the 2003 draft class and then actually switched that LeBron James with the current LeBron James to get his rookie version. So starting off here, LeBron is actually our highest rated player in the whole league. Now he is an 84 overall. Then we got Anthony Davis, another first overall pick. And then for some reason, Kristaps Porzingis is the third highest overall player. He did go up 1 overall when we put him into my league, but as a rookie, he was not seen as the best player. In fact, he got booed on draft night. So I'm not exactly sure why 2K has him this high of an overall. A lot of their ratings aren't that accurate, but it's the best we could do because it was all that was on the game. Next up, we got Zion. He too went up 1 overall. We got Durant, LaMarcus Aldridge, Ben Simmons, Luka Doncic, Blake Griffin. D Rose is actually one of the highest overall players yet again in the game. And then we can kind of just scroll down here and you can see some of the top guys in the NBA. So leave your comment down below on which team you actually think is going to do the best. We'll actually scroll through all of them. That way you can get a quick glance at how good players are actually going to do. I think the Lakers will be the top team. You got 2 of the top rated overall players, LeBron and Anthony Davis, and I think they'll actually improve quite a bit throughout the season as well. And then you also got guys like Dwight Howard, DeMarcus Cousins, Rajon Rondo, who were actually pretty decent as rookies. And then for each team, we have about 10 players because some players weren't on the draft class rosters or they went undrafted, and the rest of the players on the team are just going to be invisible 40 overall players, and they won't play or really make any effect. So the Lakers are very good. They're my pick to actually win this. And then we'll scroll through the rest of the teams. The Mavericks are actually pretty good as well. My favorite team in real life, the Raptors, are actually pretty awful on this. And then some of the best teams like the Rockets, they aren't too good because, I mean, Harden, he wasn't the top prospect when he actually came into the NBA. Another good example of this is the Warriors. For some reason, Steph is an 81, but he wasn't one of the top picks in his draft class. So kind of weird how some of the players are rated. We're just going to hop right into a season here, see how players progress through the season and which team comes out on top. And we'll also see which player does the best as a rookie, if everybody's a rookie. And we should see inflated numbers with some of these players. If you guys are new here as well, make sure that you do subscribe to this channel. This video took me so long to actually just create this roster, so it would be really appreciated if you guys could subscribe and of course smash that like button. Okay, so starting off here, we do have our all-star teams. We got Team Stephen Curry and Team Derrick Rose as our 2 starters, and then we can see all of the players that actually did make it on the team. So unfortunately, in terms of players' age, it is kind of messed up with 2K. For some reason, everybody's 2-time All-Stars. LeBron's still a 17-time All-Star. They don't actually make it so all these players are rookies, but that won't make much of a difference when we're actually simulating the season. The only thing it'll change are some of the awards, but the Rookie of the Year awards do not matter at all since everybody is a rookie. Donovan Mitchell wins the slam dunk contest, and Kyle Korver is your three-point champ. And MVP is going to go to LeBron James, averaging 21.4 points, 4.2 rebounds, and 7.7 assists. So not as good of stats as we would see him do now in real life, but of course this is his rookie version. Rookie of the year doesn't matter because obviously it's LeBron if he won MVP. Sixth man of the year goes to D'Angelo Russell. Nerlens Noel gets defensive player of the year. That's pretty interesting. He had 13.5 rebounds per game. Most improved player goes to Nerlens Noel. And then Frank Vogel of the Lakers is going to be your coach of the year. And pretty impressive for LeBron to win MVP because he did have AD on the team as well, who is the second best player of all of our rookies here. And he does make the third All-NBA third team. Here's our defensive teams, and then the rookie teams do not matter. But going over to our league standings in the East, our top team is going to be the Philadelphia 76ers. Ben Simmons, of course, a pretty high overall as a rookie, and he's actually playing power forward right here. They didn't end up switching him over to point guard, which is pretty interesting. We got the Hawks in second with 50 wins. You got the Pistons, Hornets, Knicks, Heat, Cavs, and Bulls all making playoffs. And mostly all of these teams would not make playoffs in real life. They're some of the worst teams in the East. And then our top teams like the Raptors, Nets, Celtics, Bucks do not end up making playoffs here. Wizards end up doing the worst in the NBA. I thought they would have done a little better. John Wall was a very good draft prospect coming into the NBA. But going over to the West now, of course, we got the LA Lakers on top with 63 wins. Then we got the Golden State Warriors, Timberwolves, Grizzlies, Pelicans, Suns, Rockets, and Nuggets. Kings barely not making it into the playoffs. And our worst team is going to be the LA Clippers, even though right now in the NBA, they're one of the top teams. I mean, a lot of their players weren't the greatest when they actually started off in the NBA. Going over to how our players actually progressed. LeBron James doing the best. He's up to an 87 overall, going up 4 overalls. Anthony Davis is an 85, Durant an 84, Zion's an 84, Ben Simmons. Heading over to season stats now. D Rose is our leading scorer, averaging 28.3 points per game. Great to see Derrick Rose doing great yet again. Then we got Stephen Curry with 26.4. Durant had 25, Kyrie with 24, and then Chris Paul. Those are our top 5 right there. Then we can kind of look at the top 10 as well. Now going over to rebounds per game, it is going to be Nerlens Noel, who was our most improved player this NBA season with 13.5 rebounds. Assists per game, going to go to Chris Paul. So we got the same guys that are great at passing now. Chris Paul, Rondo, Lonzo, Ricky Rubio, Stephen Curry still up at the top there. Jimmy Butler is going to lead for steals per game. And blocks per game is going to go to Marc Gasol. So really interesting. The NBA, a lot different now with all of these rookie players. I mean, you got guys that haven't been good for years doing some of the best in the NBA. Like Derrick Rose, who got injured, of course. He's one of the top players. And then you also got some of the young guys thriving because everybody else is the same age as them. Anyways, let's just get right into the playoffs here, simulate the first round, and find out what happens. So after the first round, we actually got quite a few upsets. The Chicago Bulls with the upset against the Philadelphia 76ers, winning 4-3. The Knicks beat the Charlotte Hornets. The Pistons end up beating the Heat. They're expected to win. And then the Hawks beat the Cavs. And then over in the West, of course, we got the Lakers moving on. The Pelicans with a little upset against the Grizzlies. The Suns upsetting the Timberwolves. And then the Warriors beating out the Rockets. I thought the Timberwolves would have done pretty good. The Timberwolves got Karl Anthony Towns and Andrew Wiggins. I mean, both first overall picks. But they end up not making it past the first round. Let's hop into the second round of the playoffs right here and see which two teams are going to make the conference finals in the West. We got the LA Lakers going to be facing off against the Phoenix Suns. And then in the East, we got the Pistons facing off against the Chicago Bulls, who had the big upset against the New York Knicks. So the interesting thing about some of these teams is the teams with a lot of young guys on their team right now end up doing very good. So of course, the rookies can shine a little more. But let's see which two teams are going to make the NBA Finals right here. And it is two huge W's for each team. The Bulls winning 4-1 against the Detroit Pistons. Of course, the Pistons had the leading scorer with Derrick Rose, but the Bulls ended up beating them, and they're going to be facing off against the LA Lakers. Again, just to check out who is on these teams, the Bulls got Lauri Markkanen, Otto Porter, and Denzel Valentine actually leading their team, which is pretty interesting. Zach LaVine, who's now their top player now, actually isn't even close to being their top player. And then, of course, the stacked Lakers team. We got LeBron, AD, Kuzma, Dwight Howard, Boogie, Rondo. I mean, this team is just so stacked. The Lakers should end up winning this one. Game number 1, the Lakers with a nice 24-point victory. And game number 2 actually goes to the Chicago Bulls. We're tied up 1-1. And game number 3 going to the Bulls again. The Bulls are up 2-1. And can they end up upsetting the LA Lakers again? They are going to win. They are up 3-1. The Lakers, the heavy favorites here. Let's see if the Bulls can secure an NBA championship. And the Lakers do end up pulling out another game. So it's now 3-2 for the Bulls. And game number 6 is pretty close, but the Bulls up by 6 with 50 seconds left. It looks like they're actually going to come away with this championship. A huge upset against the LA Lakers. I mean, the Lakers heavily favored. Just looking at the guys on their court, all these players were great as rookies. Wendell Carter Jr., the three's no good. The Lakers kind of got one more chance to bring it home here. Screen right there by AD. Kuzma inside AD, but AD misses, gets his own board. Second chance points are no good. Boogie with another chance to score, and finally they get a bucket to fall, but it's a little too late. 16 seconds left. Denzel Valentine with the player of the game. He dropped 28 tonight. So Denzel Valentine might actually get Finals MVP here, which I was not expecting at all. Avery Bradley, the three, is no good. Are they going to foul? There's no chance of winning at this point. The Bulls are going to be your NBA champs. And there we go, finally getting the W. They're winning 112 to 106, or 4 was it? I believe it was 106. And the Bulls winning in game number 6 with a huge upset against the LA Lakers. Let's see who ends up getting a Finals MVP. It's either going to be Markkanen or it's going to be Valentine. There they are holding up the trophy. And it is going to go to Coby White. Coby White with the Finals MVP. I was actually not expecting that. He was not one of the top players on the team. You had Markkanen, you had Valentine, Otto Porter was one of the top rated guys as well. So interesting that Coby White ends up coming away with that Finals MVP. Checking out his stats, he averaged 16.3 points, 6.5 assists, 2.2 steals, so some pretty good stats for him right there, a 79 overall. But that is going to be it for this video, guys. If you did enjoy it, of course, make sure that you do subscribe to the channel and turn on those post notifications. This has been your boy Smequle, and I'll see you next time. Peace.
I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back, tell me I'm garbage. I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression, it's all that I wanted. The phone in affection, I summon and dub it. Cause I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the